It's the Nerds to Men podcast. I am Brad Reed. I'm joined by Cameo. You're over here with your cleaning glove. Mm-hmm. We about to clean up the show?
I'm about to snap my finger so you'll disappear.
We gotta. I feel like you're gonna use it to clean up the show later when we have this loser leaves the show match.
Battle for the Infinity Gauntlet right here.
And we're also joined by Buck Berlin, owner of New World Comics.
Howdy.
And you're getting so close to New World Comic Con.
Oh, man.
July 28th.
Yeah.
In the Centennial Building at the State Fair Park.
Is that 2 more weeks?
3.
3. Oh.
Yep.
Trying to shorten the time for you.
It'll be here before too long. Everybody is
Tell your friends.
so excited. And I guess probably if you want to get in on like in the booths and stuff, that's already closed.
Yeah, we're at the point where we have a wait list.
Oh,
So we have a pretty decent wait list right now. So,
but you can always buy a ticket.
oh, definitely. Oh yeah.
And that, like I say, that's what time does that start on the 28th?
I think we start at 9.
9, and you go till
7.
So it's an all-day, fun-filled event.
Yeah.
I think even me and Cameo are gonna be out there. So
I would hope so.
Yeah.
but yeah, we're looking forward to it. That's always like the family reunion every year, and it's also my birthday party. In case anybody didn't know.
Oh, no one cares.
I know. Every year,
Cool,
every year I'm expecting like a big cake, like Buck to pop out of a cake, and he never does.
I usually pop in places with cake, so
That works.
Yeah.
I mean, same concept.
Yeah, that
people seem more.
that works.
Yeah, people are more excited about that than.
Oh, man. Let's see. We got another comment for everybody who listens to our podcast. We do it live on Facebook, and we love when people comment so we can read them. He said, Chuck Richardson says, if Buck has to leave the show, he'll just have to walk like 5 feet to his right.
That's true.
Yeah. So, we got a couple things going on today. I can't wait, but we'll get right into our Suicide Squad review. It was actually called Hell to Pay, and hopefully everybody's seen it. But do you know how long it's been out? Because I know it's been out for at least a month.
Couple
right?
months.
Yeah,
I think.
about 2 months probably.
But tell me, did you have any idea it was going to be related to the Flashpoint?
I had an idea about it, because they're trying to keep all those, kind of interconnected. So every time you buy one and watch one, it feels like you're getting one in a series of, so you feel more compelled to keep getting the next.
Right.
So
Okay, there was one. I forgot which movie it was, but at the end they showed one of the Dark Side minions. Like at the end of the like the end credit scene, but they never followed up with that. You think they're going to?
probably not, just because I think that they were going one way and then decided, oh, that's not working out too well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was Throne of Atlantis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because all of those were based off the New 52 Justice League books.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, they kind of go crazy on that.
Okay.
And I think that they were leading to the big thing that ended the 52, and I don't think they're going to go there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's some of those Batman movies they made were going along with the New 52, and I was real excited about that, and then stopped. I was like, oh, we didn't even get a death of the family or anything like that.
I could see them getting around to that.
Yeah,
so
that would be awesome.
Yeah,
but this one, like I say, it was kind of a sequel to the Flashpoint, or tied to at least, and I thought that was awesome. I did not expect that.
I didn't either.
Some of the people, Deadshot featured in this movie was Christian Slater. He took me out of it a little bit as Deadshot.
Yeah, a lot of the cast, it seems, I feel, would have been better in the live action.
Yeah.
Instead of just being in the animated.
Mm-hmm. They had Vanessa Williams as Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Tara Strong was Harley Quinn, and she plays Raven in Teen Titans Go, and also as she's Harley in the Arkham video game.
Yep.
So, but the movie's rated R, and it's kind of some of the R-rated movies before I've been like, it wasn't really that rated R.
This one was pretty rated R.
Yeah, it was. The language wasn't too bad. There was some cursing in it, but the violence in it, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so this is definitely one that you don't want the kids to watch unless they're maybe a 15 or 16-year-old.
Right.
I'm not sure.
But if you go,
did you let your nephew Ben watch it?
He'd watch it.
Okay.
But I mean, if you go to the like kids section of Target, they always have these in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, I don't think anyone watches these.
Well, I felt like it was rated R. Some of these movies that got rated R were just like, okay, we just want to make sure the kids don't watch it. It's not too bad, really.
Yeah, but this one is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know, I'm just now looking at the cast, and I didn't know Billy Brown was Bronze Tiger.
Right. Yeah.
Did not know that. And I did an interview with Billy Brown not too long ago. He's also on the show How to Get Away with Murder with Viola Davis, who plays Amanda Waller.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, kind of like full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anything about Bronze Tiger.
Bronze Tiger is awesome.
I've seen him in, I think it was Arrow or something, one of those shows like that.
Yeah, he was Michael J. White.
Yeah. So what's his deal? Like I felt like he's a bad guy, but in the movie he was, like, I don't kill anybody unless it's basically needed or wanted.
Yeah, and that's more or less kind of how he is in the comics.
Okay.
Like he's a more of an anti-hero than anything. But he's gone more good than bad.
Okay.
I'd say.
Okay.
It was interesting to me watching the Suicide Squad movie. My criticism of Harley Quinn then was, why is she really needed? Because but in this one, she's a killer.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I liked it a lot. So she proves why she would be needed in Hell to Pay. But is this one based on a book? I saw that it was based on Suicide Squad, but I didn't know if that was just in general.
No, this is a completely new story, and a lot of the stuff in it is just kind of cobbled together from different things. So.
Right. But overall, like I say, this is one of the better ones I feel like that's come out recently.
Yeah, I kind of feel if they could have taken the script for this and made this the movie and taken the movie and made that the cartoon,
I
think everyone would have been a lot happier.
That would have been cool. The next one that comes out is Death of Superman, I believe.
Yeah, which is weird because that's the first direct-to-DVD movie that they did.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was at Comic-Con when Adam Baldwin was there and announced it. Well, he wasn't there. Like, he did a pre-recorded, and he was like, hey, guys, check out this movie, and then they played it.
Yeah.
So I guess they're redoing it in their continuity or something?
They just did it in the movie, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird that that's the next one, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see Jerry Bennett in a little while. We'll ask him. He's a big Superman fan.
Yeah.
He might know a little bit more about that. To me, I'll watch it, but I didn't really see the need for it.
Right. It's
been done.
It's kind of sad that we're at that. It's we'll watch it, but we're not excited about it.
Yeah. But I will say DC definitely, if they have anything over Marvel as far as it's the animated movies, because I feel like some of the Marvel movies or characters would make great animated movies.
Yeah.
And why do they not do them like this?
They tried that with the Lionsgate stuff, I think it was, and they were just awful.
Right.
Like there was the Doctor Strange one. There's the Ultimates Part 1 and 2. There was Planet Hulk, which I guess was the best one.
Yeah.
But you can get out there and find them, but they're kind of poor adaptations of pre-existing comics.
Right.
Yeah, because when I read the Planet Hulk comic book, so different than the movie.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like they could have just followed along with the comic book. I don't see why they didn't do that.
And the biggest thing that they would have had to change in there, that they did was putting in Beta Ray Bill instead of Silver Surfer.
Right.
Just because they didn't have the rights for that. But yeah, it's the closest to all those, I guess. But they've really messed with some of the continuities on those. Like Doctor Strange is just like he has a sword.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah.
And would Marvel put out an R-rated cartoon? Or animated film?
I think they did. I think they did an R-rated anime Punisher, Black Widow, like Blade or Iron Man. Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah. I did see that one. I did see that one.
Because
I think it was Hulk.
It may have been.
I think it was Hulk that was in that one.
It was really weird. It was why is Punisher teaming up with that? Like,
yeah.
Black Widow, I get, but
what about an R-rated animated Old Man Logan?
Oh my God,
that'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
I I pay for it right now. Let's get the GoFundMe going.
Right. See him bust out of the Hulk.
And they don't need our funds. They're owned by Disney now.
Yeah.
Right.
But still. Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay. I give it a thumbs up, I guess. How do you want to rate it? A no P? Because I watched it at home, so that doesn't really count.
You can't say that about TAFE. Like, everyone's going to be like, what? Is this an R. Kelly thing? Like, why are we?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. We did not pee on anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't put kids and pee and movie together.
No.
Don't put those things together.
But I loved it. I love the story. I mean, because there's been some, like, was it the Justice League Dark? Mm-hmm. I didn't really like it that much. Did you like that one?
I liked it just because it had some, fun character interaction. But as far as the story it told, it was kind of weak.
It was kind of. I thought that was the weak part of it, was the story.
Yeah.
We are going to, me and Cameo at least, I don't know if you want to waste your time. I've already seen it, and I enjoyed it. But we're going to talk about Batman Ninja next week. It's been out for a while too, so I got a double copy where I got the Blu-ray and DVD, so Cameo, he can
watch it,
check it out.
Because I heard some bad things about it, but you said you liked it, so
I didn't hate it. It went on a little too long, but we'll talk about that next week. Yeah, because I'd be interested to see what you think about it. I'm not an anime fan, to be honest, but I just kind of liked it for what it was. I did. All right, let's go ahead and get to our nerd update for the week. And this week, Spider-Man fans not having a very good week as far as the creator or co-creator, Steve Ditko, passed away.
I'd say more the creator than even Stan Lee, really.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, and also Doctor Strange, notable for Doctor Strange.
And Squirrel Girl.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Squirrel Girl.
Cameo, you're big into Spider-Man. What did you think about that?
Spider-Man was probably one of my first favorite superheroes besides the Ninja Turtles. I mean,
right?
They're not really super,
right?
But Spider-Man was my always go-to because I was always the small kid, and Spider-Man was just a kid, had his powers and whatnot, and so I mean, Steve Ditko kind of shaped my childhood with Spider-Man. So it was very sad that he passed away, but I mean, 90 years old?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Well, and I mean, if you read up on him, he was kind of a recluse.
He
only did kind of his own comics the last 30, 40 years. So, yeah.
Well, who decided to make Peter Parker a teenager? Do we know?
Oh, that was him.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah. Stan Lee came up with the name Spider-Man. He said, and I want him to be a guy that sticks to walls.
Yeah.
And it was like, artist, go do your thing. Just,
right.
Whatever silly thing you can come up with. I'll fill in the words. So he came up with the web shooters. He made him a teenager. He designed the costume.
Right.
Stanley had nothing on the costume.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I say, I always thought it was genius that it was a teenager, and that of course made him, because if you ever notice little kids, you take a little kid and a teenager and they immediately love the teenager because they think they're cool, but they're also kind of young and not an adult, you know what I mean? And so it made it just more relatable. I felt like. And
the best way to tell a story is hey, someone has a problem.
Right.
Who has more problems than a teenager?
Yeah, exactly.
Because if an adult keeps having these problems, it's that you're just a bad adult. You're just bad at this.
Right.
But with a teenager, it's oh man, I can't wait for them to make that teenage mistake.
Right. And then the suit, and he designed the suit. Yeah. So it's just he was. I mean, he had a huge part in Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people probably, like me, even didn't know any of that. So.
Yeah, and typically how the old way of doing Marvel Comics went was you'd sit down with Stan and he'd give you an idea for a story. He'd be like, all right, so Spider-Man is going to fight the lizard. He's got to go fight the lizard, draw it.
Right.
So the artist would be like, all right, let's draw this thing. So they would draw it with either no script or a very loose script. And once all the pictures were drawn, Stan would go in and write all the dialogue.
Right.
So like if something super crazy is happening, he would have to figure out what would someone say in this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, he I watched this little deal on CNN where I guess 3 years ago, I guess they were asking Stan Lee, you know, like who were some of your favorite artists during your time whenever this started to get big, and he said Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko, and I forgot the other person. He's like, these people are, you know, the best in the business, and they were showing some of Steve Ditko's artwork, and man, I felt like he was way before his time.
Yeah,
way before his time.
You know, when you go back and look at it, it looks very simple, but you have to realize that there wasn't a lot to really draw from there. And there's a lot of personality and a lot of weight that went into that simplicity.
Right, right.
Because, I mean, a lot of people were, you know, Tom Holland, you know, gave him high praises. And I forgot who it is from Kiss who said that, you know, he does his hands because it was, he took that from Doctor Strange. I guess this or something or that or whatever. He got that from Doctor Strange, so like he gave him praises on his Instagram and whatnot. So it's pretty cool that some of these people that, well, obviously Tom Holland should because he played Spider-Man. I don't see why. What's his name? Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield haven't said nothing yet.
Oh, have they not?
I don't think they have.
Well, I mean,
I mean, but
they
they would
don't have to say
Tobey Maguire should have. I mean, I'm just saying.
I don't know. I don't want to sit here and be like, you didn't say what I think you should say.
You know what? I'm gonna look at it right now. Let's see.
But let me ask you guys this, because here's something that did come out too that a lot of people at first were like, they announced Nic Cage was going to play Spider-Man.
Man, I almost flipped. Like,
see, as soon as I heard that, it was he's probably going to play a different Spider-Man on that cartoon.
Right.
See, I didn't think that. I thought maybe the Venom movie was going to have him in it as an older Spider-Man. I was like, oh no, what is going on here? Like, no.
Yeah.
And I totally forgot about the Into the Spider-Verse movie that's coming out.
Right, and that comes out December 14th. He'll play Spider-Man Noir.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so, and of course it'll have Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen, and Peter Parker. So there's going to be a few different...
Oh, there's going to be a whole bunch. Like, it'll be real interesting to see who they get for, like, Spider-Punk.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But see... just Nic Cage as a version of Spider-Man doesn't not make sense to me.
It works in that context. Like I could see him like really hamming it up and being Nic Cage, you know,
because everybody knows about he was almost Superman, and I think everybody when they heard, Nic Cage is Superman,
well, I mean,
and then you see the documentary, it's like. I might want to see that.
Well, because he's such a big comic fan. Like, his real name's Nicholas Coppola.
Right.
And, he was like, I don't want to write on, my uncle's last name. Let's change it. So he was like, I love Luke Cage.
Yes.
Nicholas Cage.
Right.
Nice.
So.
Yeah. The picture that we got posted, too, somebody said they thought he looked like Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
It really did, yeah.
It did, kind of, yeah.
Who Marilyn Manson's acting, too, so maybe we'll see them together in something as brothers.
I kind of would like Chris O'Dowd to be Spider-Punk.
Yeah.
I could see
that.
Just the voice. Just the voice.
I mean, to be fair, Spider-Punk necessarily isn't a Caucasian fellow.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
What's his name? Isn't he like the Prowler of? Well,
yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
Yeah. In a different universe, the Prowler is Spider-Punk, and I forgot his name. Like, it's not Hobie.
No, Hobie Brown is a Prowler, but no, I think that Spider-Punk is his kid.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, I'm looking forward to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, December 14th.
It's like all the trailers they look both amazing and kind of poorly done at the same time. Like the animation is like that looks cool, but still a little sloppy.
Yeah. I'm kind of scared for it because I mean it is an animated movie. And Marvel hasn't really had the best run of Marvel movies, animated Marvel movies.
As we discussed.
But this is Sony.
It is Sony,
Yeah.
That's true.
Which doesn't necessarily mean quality, but...
Well, here's the thing: that we don't get a Star Wars movie coming out this Christmas. I don't think there's anything else.
Thanks, fans.
Yeah, no kidding. Aquaman comes out. Was it October or November?
November, yeah.
Yeah, and then I thought Dark Phoenix was coming out over the
they keep moving that
fall,
back
but
and
I
back.
guess it's February now.
Yeah.
That's a real good sign for movies out here. Like that means it's high quality.
Yeah, I could be confused on this, but I feel like I read an article where the guy who directed Last Stand is directing this one. I'm not sure though, or that he was a writer on Last Stand. He had some kind of connection to it.
It's probably the right because I think Last Stand was Brett Ratner, and I think he got taken out in that Me Too movement.
Yeah,
so.
But they said that he tried to introduce Dark Phoenix through Last Stand and that storyline, but this one he wants it to be very close to the comics.
Cool.
So I mean. Maybe it's taken a while because they're getting it right, but yeah, you kind of hear.
Well, and like New Mutants that is was supposed to come out this year, got pushed back too, and they were like,
oh, it did.
They're like, we're gonna recut everything, add a new character, do some research,
wow.
See, and I didn't even know New Mutants was going to be an X-Men type movie. I just thought it was like
it looked like a horror movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought it
Legion.
was. Yeah, that's
Like
what I thought it was, but.
Well, I really like that they were going to go that route with, because you read all the superhero stuff, it's not just one type of story. Like Marvel's kind of proven that sometimes it's like a heist movie, sometimes it's
yeah. Let's see. Chuck Richardson says Manson should be Loki, and mutant turtles are pretty darn super. I agree. We agree. So a couple of real quick. I didn't put these on the rundown, but I noticed they're talking about Justice League. There might be a Zack Snyder actual cut that comes out. I guess somebody from a big newspaper is putting together an article about it, and they've been reaching out to people. So that's why they think it's really going to happen.
Huh.
I don't care at this point. I didn't think it was that great a movie.
Right.
I like Zack Snyder, but
he doesn't have the best track record on it. Like, what's the last Zack Snyder movie that you remember loving?
The Watchmen.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
I mean, I still love it.
Well, no. How many movies ago was that?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I
like Sucker Punch had really good moments, but it fell apart. Like it was.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it okay,
but like look at Batman versus Superman. Look at Man of Steel. Look at it, it's the
see, and that's where I honestly think he should do a Batman movie, and he'd do great at that. But Superman, no,
honestly, I know it'd be a huge downgrade for him, but if he could just be a cinematographer,
sure,
that's where he excels,
right?
Or honestly, if he could, like be the cinematographer of a Flash movie, because you know what he loves. Let's slow this down and go slow-mo.
yeah.
We're going to speed it up. Let's slow it back down.
If he had anything to do with the way the Flash looked in Justice League, though, I'm out. Because the way he ran in that movie.
And from what I understand, he did.
He looked like he was skiing or
So,
or Jim Carrey in the what was that? The cable guy.
But I think they're just trying to get whatever money they can out of this thing.
Listen, like I say, Batman versus Superman, there's parts of that movie that I love so much. I've seen that movie 6 or 7 times. I tried to rewatch Justice League, and I was like, no. I just don't like it. And even the scene, and I keep saying Zack Snyder would make a good Batman movie, but the scene where they're up on the roof, there is that part where he's like talking to Alfred in front of the criminal. I'm like, okay, everybody knows who Batman is now, I guess.
And then he lets the criminal go?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It just didn't. It looked cool, and so maybe you're right as far as being a cinematographer, because it looked cool for like what a Batman movie in my mind should look like.
Yeah.
But it just didn't make sense. So I agree with you. That would be a good call on making him the cinematographer. And then last, I noticed Birds of Prey. It's going to be a rated R movie as well.
Which is, man, that's a nuts idea.
You think?
Yeah.
Are you excited about it at all?
Yeah, very much so.
Really?
Yeah. Like I read just about all the old Birds of Prey comics. Like,
did you watch the old show?
I watched the first episode. I bought the DVDs because they came with the extra cartoons.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that show was awful.
It was.
It was so bad.
I got like 2 episodes in, and I was like, I can't do it. I can't.
2 of the I think it only ran for like 8, maybe 5 episodes.
Yeah.
Like it was short.
Well, my little nephew, he'll be happy because this has been kind of a Spider-Man, like your old uncles would say, Spider-Man heavy show. But we got some Bucks picks.
Yeah.
Since we're here at New World Comics, just south of 63rd on Meridian in Oklahoma City. They're open 7 days a week. Usually, what is it, like 10 to 7, 11 to 7?
Noon to 7.
Noon to 7. That's cool. I love any job that you get to go in at noon. That's why I got into radio, because I didn't ever want to be a morning guy. Now I do. I want that money. Right, Cameo?
That's right.
Yeah, but one of your picks is a Spider-Man.
Yeah, actually, there are some that I don't have yet, just because they're coming out this Wednesday. This Wednesday, there's going to be a new X-23 series starting.
Oh.
There's a brand new Superman series starting, and the brand new Amazing Spider-Man starts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, issue 1.
Oh, sign me up.
Yep, definitely.
Sign me up.
So, one of my picks is something that came out a couple weeks ago. It's the final issue of the last series, Spider-Man 801. It is probably the best single issue Spider-Man comic I've read in 10 years. Like it deals with why is Spider-Man important? What does he mean to all of us? Like, and it's a really neat story, told from the perspective of someone that he saves.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And who's the writer?
Dan Slott and Marcus Martin, who draws not unlike Steve Ditko in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
I like how Marvel's trying to take a page out of our book and end on a awkward number. And it's like in a series.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah, and
Although I quit counting again, so I don't know what we're on now.
So
Season 3.
yeah. Each episode's perpetually episode 12.
Yeah.
Episode 12. Folks.
We'll take a summer and a winter break, and yeah.
So the next thing is from a couple weeks ago. They're doing Flash Wars.
Okay.
So Wally West wasn't around for the New 52. At least the pre-New 52 Wally West. We got a different Wally West, but this one shows up in Rebirth, and he remembers everything, but people are having a hard time remembering him, and then they can't find his wife, and then everyone has forgot about his kids. Oh. So he's like, "Oh, I need to go find my kids." So they're trapped in the Speed Force, and this goes through Flash, Wally West Flash, doing everything he can to break the Speed Force and get his kids back. And at one point in here, there's always been the who's faster, Superman or Flash.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's definitive now on who's the fastest.
And I'm kind of upset because, we saw that at the end of Justice League. I'm mad that they didn't do like a whole, like maybe 5-minute, after credit scene of that race.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so mad that they didn't do that.
Yeah. Because, I mean, how hard is that to shoot?
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just mad.
Yeah. So then finally I have Cosmic Odyssey, which is kind of DC's version of Infinity Gauntlet. And it's written by Jim Starlin, who did Infinity Gauntlet. And this one starts off with all the bad stuff that Darkseid's been up to is coming to Earth.
Right.
And it's all these different DC characters that normally aren't too connected going around and figuring out different things of what they can do to stop all this.
So who is the writers on this?
Jim Starlin, and Mike Mignola does the art, and he's famous for doing Hellboy.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, so this is one of the first things that he did.
And you said this is like the DC Infinity Gauntlet.
Like if you loved Infinity Gauntlet, you need to check out Cosmic Odyssey.
Well, actually, when I first just saw the cover earlier, I had no idea it was DC. I thought it was another Infinity Gauntlet story or something like that. That's cool. Was it Darkseid? Was he created by Jack Kirby, or was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he have anything to do with Thanos and all that on the Marvel side when he was at Marvel? Jim
Starlin was the one who created Thanos, but he may or may not have been heavily influenced by Darkseid. In fact, there's some notes that are going around that are like, man, I need to create this character kind of based off this guy.
Well, I mean, if you're not a comic book reader, you've seen like the cartoon shows, or you've seen the live action movies, you could kind of tell that Thanos and Darkseid are like 1 and 1.
Yeah,
like they mirror each other in so many like aspects of like how they act and what they want in the comics, at least.
Right.
We haven't seen Darkseid in the movies yet, which I don't know how they're going to do that, but I mean,
yeah.
Hopefully not. Maybe they just are like,
I'm guessing he's going to be big in CGI, and yeah.
I don't want to.
They're going to get Josh Brolin. And
I always liked that kind of thing with the Marvel stuff, but I didn't really like it with the DC. I don't know. I mean, Superman's from space, and so yeah, I don't know. I just kind of liked more of the simpler characters. Than the I don't know. But I do want to read that because I didn't know. I was just looking at the cover closer, and there's Batman on it. So of course I know.
Yeah. It starts off with Batman.
Oh, it is.
There's a lot that's in there that they took and put in Justice League, like him fighting a parademon.
Mm-hmm. Parademon, that's what they're called. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to catch on the roof.
Yeah,
or the roof, however you say it.
Is on fire.
But yeah, and looking at the art, it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Cosmic Odyssey.
It's awesome.
All right, I think it's time for something that I've been kind of looking forward to all day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What is this?
This is our trivia.
This is the moment that you lose.
Yeah.
Cameo.
Loser leaves the show. Or
until next week.
We could do Brutus the Beefcake Barber, and loser shaves their head.
Okay.
Cameo, you're
I'm
a loser. He already lost. I don't know. Y'all make the stakes. Cameo wanted to win a prize. Does the winner get the glove? Is that the deal?
Yep.
Sure, why not?
All right. And also, I mentioned earlier, still got this bad boy on the table. So if you're trying to get up here to get it, hurry it up. Here we go.
So how do we like buzz in, or do we just like, hey?
Okay, so this is how I planned on doing it. Yeah, you pretty much just gonna have to raise your hand or whatever. And if somebody's got the right answer, were you just looking at my answers?
Oh! Hold on, we have buzzers.
Oh, we do have buzzers.
Yep, I forgot about that. Yeah,
there we go.
Snap.
We'll kind of you'll have to help me like.
Oh, you got the best one.
Oh, okay, great. So there's a little bit of different. Okay, so Forrest is gonna have to kind of help me as far as who's got what, and maybe points here. I don't know. Do you got a pen handy?
This is getting serious.
It is.
Well, I mean, one of you is going to lose a job. It is. It is.
It
serious.
pays so well.
Okay, here we go. And let's see. Let me get. All right, you guys ready? All right, we'll start.
Okay.
According to this book, it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Volume 1 Shell Unleashed. Because there's different versions. But in this one, how did Splinter get his name?
Oh.
Buck?
All right, so do you want both of them, or do you just want that version?
If you give me both.
Okay, so
I'll give you
in the regular one, it's because he breaks so many boards and splinters them. Yep.
And then according to this
in
book,
that one, it's the serum that they used on him. It splinters his personality.
Yes, his animal nature, and then like his human nature is splintered.
Look at this over here.
Yeah.
Oh, I know everything about Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Link from The Legend of Zelda is typically blank-handed. Ooh. Who was?
Which one?
Cameo? Was it Cameo? I feel like I heard Cameo first. Wait, let me hear it again. Yeah, I heard Cameo first.
Okay, so what was the question again?
No.
Okay, he's right-handed. Right-handed.
Oh.
No. Oh, dang it.
I didn't get to it in time. All right, Buck.
Left.
Well, yes.
Man, I'm really good at this.
Yeah.
Man. No, I said right, and then I said no. And
You
then
can't say
yes,
right
I can.
and then say no because
because
then
I
I'm
was
like,
going to say it.
no. The judges say no.
Okay, all right.
Don't worry, we got a speed round.
Okay.
You'll have a chance to make this up.
Keanu Reeves.
No.
Oh.
Now look at Cameo. He's taking it serious now. Okay, all right. What is the name of Batman's dog?
Oh, dang, I don't know.
All right, let's
ahead.
go with Buck.
Ace, the Bat Hound.
Yes.
Would you have taken Bat Hound?
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
No,
See?
I wouldn't.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, here's the last of the regular trivia before the lightning round.
Okay.
I think, what is it, 3-0?
Yeah.
Ooh, Cameo.
It's close.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Rub it in, Buck.
Yep.
Rub it in.
The first person to name a character, it can be, there's 10 of them I have written down, who has defeated Thanos. Oh, I think Cameo got it.
Captain America.
Oh, wait. I don't think he's on my list. No. That is incorrect. All right, Buck.
Yeah, Squirrel Girl.
Black Panther. Hulk. Yes, I got one.
But this wasn't the speed round, so you weren't the first. All right, lastly, this is the speed round.
Okay.
Kind of. I'm going to, and I'll give you an example here in a second. I'm going to name either a punk rock band or something related to Star Wars.
Okay.
Okay? So, here's an easy one. BB-8.
Star Wars.
Okay. International Robot. Cameo.
Band.
So he's kind of easy, right? Right? Okay, here we go.
But I think that would be my name in Star Wars. International Robot.
Here we go. Abhinanda. Cameo.
Star Wars.
That is a band from Sweden. All
okay.
right, ready?
Close enough.
Bloodstripe. Buck.
I'm saying band. Oh.
That's what the Corellian Bloodstripe is what's down Han Solo's leg on his pants.
Well.
It's also like a military thing.
Oh, nerd.
Yeah. Okay. I'm the nerd. Yes. Banner Pilot. Is that you, Cameo?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go with band.
They are out of Minnesota. You're right. Order 66. Buck.
Both.
Both is correct. That is a band and a Star Wars
So
reference.
if I would have said Star Wars, would that have been correct?
I mean,
Nope.
you would have got a half a point, maybe.
Wait, so that one's worth 2, you say?
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, you answered one time, so therefore.
Okay. Slave 2. Cameo.
Band. What?
Bug, if you want to get it, you have to tell me what it's in relation to.
Oh, I mean, it's, like one of the bounty hunters, the whatever Boba Fett's people are, the Mandalorians.
I think it is Boba Fett's like second
Is it?
ship. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What? Obviously,
Okay.
it was a Star Wars reference. So that point doesn't count.
Okay, fine. But he did get it right. He didn't know what it was from. Vectivin Neboj. Cameo?
Oh.
No?
I think it was.
Okay, Buck.
We're going to just Star Wars on that one.
Yeah.
Band. Point for me.
They are a punk band out of Macedonia. All right. Let's see. 1208. Cameo?
Let's do band.
They're from Cali.
Yes.
Okay. And Cage.
Star Wars.
You are correct. No, I'm sorry. You are correct. Do you know what it's from?
No, I don't.
Buck?
I got nothing.
The Wookiee planet.
Oh yeah, the Wookiee. No, no one knows that.
Yeah. Except for this nerd over here.
Yavin 4. Cameo?
Star Wars.
Buck?
I'd say Star Wars also.
Both.
What?
I just like to get you wrong. Okay, last one. Nerf herder.
Banned.
I'd say both.
And you would be correct.
Yeah.
You lost, Cameo. You lost terribly.
Who's the scruffy-looking Nerf herder?
Oh, I didn't lose too bad. 4-7. It's not bad.
4-7. Is that what we determined? Whose math was that? Forrest? Oh, he's trying to make you feel good. Forrest doesn't want to be the one that has to leave the show.
Everyone tune in next time for Buck's Jams, where I talk about rappers that I don't know anything about. Yeah.
I can't wait. That's going to be so good. So good.
Who was that guy that I was super bougie about?
XXXTentacion?
Yeah.
Well, him too, but there was
no, it was Pusha T.
Pusha T. Pusha Terrence.
Yeah,
That's
Pusher
the one.
Terrence. Pusher Terrence.
We need to make a comic book about Pusher Terrence.
I think we just need to sell T-shirts.
Let's do it.
So Cameo can't be on the show for a week. He'll be back next Monday.
All right.
That was fun. I think we should do it again.
We should. We should.
Should we tell him that I kind of gave Buck a little bit of
I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't give him
may or
any
may not
answers.
have seen all of the questions beforehand. All of them. So this may or may not have been fair to you.
So
it was fair to you. I would never do that.
yes, you would. You jerk.
I just let him see the questions.
That's
He had to
why
come up.
Now,
I
here's
would
the thing.
take a massive poop in your pillowcase.
Here's the thing. Only one of them I didn't know.
Which one was that?
The splinter out of there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember them saying
Notice
that
he
in
was
the,
trying
in the
to
comic.
sneak in 2 answers.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't remember that answer, or not that answer, that being told in the book.
Yeah, Brad showed me.
Where?
We could bog down the show by showing you.
Yeah.
Where? Which
But
book
we
page?
won't. We're actually going to get out of here. That's the
What?
show for this week.
You gotta show me where it says it.
We do have an interview, though, with Dustin Mathis from the Captain Sideshow, and we're going to close with that. He's a great guy. If you're not into the suspension stuff and fire breathing, though, it's not for everyone. You might get a little queasy, but it's an all good family friendly interview with Dustin Mathis from the Captain Sideshow. So that's what we got coming up for you to end the show. Buck, thank you so much for joining us. Cameo.
Whatever, you cheaters.
See y'all next time.
Yeah.
With no cameo.
No Cameo.
Maybe I will make a cameo.
Stole my joke entirely.
Yeah, just like you stole my job.
Yep. Oh.
Until next week.
See ya. Keep it nerdy, people.
I'm Brad Reed with Nerds to Men. I'm here at SB Body Arts here in Oklahoma City with my good friend, the Captain from the Captain Sideshow, Dustin, and Little Madness. And if you don't know who they are, the Captain Sideshow, they do like performance art, I guess is basically what you call it, but suspension, maybe like, what are the other things that, I know suspension is one of the big things, but you do some other stuff.
Well, we're kind of still an old school sideshow too. We got bed and nails. My wife's a fire eater. Cooter the Flying Rockabilly, he's a fire breather. We also do animal traps. You know, kind of like a punk rock, new school show. So it's pretty fun. You know, between the suspensions and all the crazy things we get into, and then also Little Madness has joined us, and she's now performing and doing a really awesome hula hoop act. You want to tell them how many hula hoops you hula hoop right now?
I hula hoop 10 hula hoops at once.
Nice.
That's pretty awesome.
And for you guys, this is a family deal. You mentioned Little Madness, but your wife is involved, and you know, tell me about how important that is to be doing this as a family.
It's everything, honestly. You know, when I first started doing this and traveling as a piercer and doing all this by myself, I was gone 6 months of the year, you know, away from my wife and my kids. And you know, I have 2 other kids that are older, and, you know, they got to kind of grow up without me being there because of all the work. And now to have the opportunity to bring my wife, my daughter on the road with me and actually have them perform with me, it's a dream come true.
I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the suspension. I was looking up some of the stuff, but there's a history behind it, that goes back. And tell me a little bit about the history and, maybe even some of the different ways that the suspensions are done.
Well, suspension kind of started back with the Indian cultures, tribes. And it was a rite of passage. Basically, you were a boy until you did suspension. And the one that's most famous for that is what's called an Okipaw. In the suspension community, we don't call it that. We call it a chest suspension just for respect. But traditionally, it was called an Okipaw, which is they would take eagle claws, put them through the chest of their hooks or their chest, and they would basically hang from that for sometimes days on end until it completely ripped through their skin. And it would just put their mind and their body in such a trance, and they would be able to reach their God and release from boy to man. And for me, suspension kind of did the same thing. I started out doing suspension as something that I did a lot of research on, read a lot of stuff about it. And at the time, I going through a really hard divorce and custody battle, and just things that really weren't sitting well with myself. And, a lot of people, they take it out on alcohol, and I was doing the same thing, and I got the opportunity to do a suspension and finally got to let go of all the anger and stress. And after that, I was like hooked, and I wanted to make sure I was able to learn how to do it to give somebody else that experience too.
Over the years, how many other people have joined up with you guys? Because I've seen a few people that do that with you, right?
We have a pretty good crew. Joey Danger. A lot of you guys in the scene, who he is. Leanne Covey, she's also suspended with us. We did run a team for quite a while called SBS Suspension, our Sick Boys Suspension team. 4 years ago, it would have been 15 or 20 of us doing suspension all the time. Now it's kind of more of a personal thing. We've stopped doing it so much, I guess, as a group, and more of the sideshow and the show performance part of it. So now we got 5 or 6 people that suspend regularly with us. And then we still offer private suspension, and we do private suspension out by the lake. And, for me, suspension is awesome to be part of our show, but it's more personal for me to be able to give someone an experience to help, change their life.
Absolutely. And, we kind of talked about this, but, I'm sure people want to know, like, does it hurt? And you mentioned it, but how much of it is just pushing the pain out of your mind and, like, trying to achieve, like, a different state of mind during that suspension?
It all hurts. There's no way around it. It's going to hurt. But the human body is an amazing thing. If you can actually open your mind and understand why you're doing this suspension and let yourself go and not think about the pain and the soreness and the hurting, you'll be amazed how much your body can let go and how the pain turns into an enjoyment, turns into an euphoric, thing. What I like to say about suspension, you always know it's a good suspension when that person goes up on hooks and all of a sudden that big smile comes across their face. You know that they've finally found that moment of peace. So.
Yeah, people ask me a lot because I have the tattoos and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, it all hurts. It hurts in different ways, but and you do kind of push it out after a certain time. So, but the suspension, I would think you have to be pretty daring to get up there and do, because I'm sure it's daunting when you first see it to think, oh, I'm about to get. So the piercings that you do them right before you go on, right?
Yeah, all the hooks are ran fresh. You can't really keep hooks in the body and let it heal, because after suspending, you put, quite a bit of trauma on the tissue, and it just wouldn't heal correctly. So every hook's ran fresh, done on the spot. That kind of gets your adrenaline, gets your endorphins kicking in, and then we'll slowly help you get to the point. And I've got techniques to talk and help you understand that this is going to be a great thing, not just a, oh my God, what the am I getting myself into kind of thing, Yeah. And of course there is still the shock and awe part of it too. If you come to our show, you're going to see, you can see myself running hooks on myself and hanging from one knee, or you could see someone swinging across the air or picking somebody up. A show aspect's completely different than a personal aspect. We got the shock and awe, but suspension to me is the most beautiful thing you can witness, honestly.
I agree. I've seen you guys do it once when I was playing a show and I was up there playing the bass and I look over and that's going. I was like, I don't know if I missed some chords or, but like I say, when you see it and you know the music and everything, and it really is a beautiful thing. It's just it's different, you know. It's totally different, but very cool. A big thing that I saw that you guys are about to do that I think would be pretty cool, because I'm a big fan of Ripley, believe it or not. It's all over the nation, but you guys are going to do a performance down in Arlington July 14th. Tell everybody about that.
Why don't you tell them a little, Madness? Why don't you tell them a little bit about it?
We're the day before July 14th. It's my birthday, so we're going out to Ripley's, believe it or not, and doing this show to celebrate my birthday.
Nice.
Yep, and, you know, celebrating Little Madness's birthday. And for us as sideshow performers that have been doing this now 10 years, to get the privilege to be asked to perform at such a great place like Ripley's, believe it or not, you know, I don't know, I've been there several times, and I'm sure a lot of people have, and you walk by and you see all these wax museum, like, people, and you see all these people in there, and you're like, I get the honor to grace the stage that these people get to be, you know, part of. Is it's pretty awesome. You know, Ripley's has been around for a long time, and he was a huge part of the sideshow community, and to continue that, and then for us as a new generation of sideshow performers to get to pay respect to that and perform there it's pretty cool.
I think me and you, we did an interview back when on my radio show a few years ago, and you brought in some of the mouse traps. Is there any trick to that, or does that just, you know, just try not to break your finger?
Yeah, we brought in the mousetrap high five.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it sounds like. It was 10 traps on all 5 of your fingers. Yep. There's no trick behind it. It is by far the worst act out there. Yeah. Let me just put it this way. It was passed down to me, and I have recently just passed it down to somebody else. Because it's horrible. It really is. There's no way around it. There's no trick to it. You just kind of suck it up and just take the pain.
Yeah, because I think y'all were trying to juice me into doing it, and I was like, I don't know. I have to like push buttons with these fingers. Okay, so you do 10 hula hoops, right? Anything special for Ripley's, believe it or not, that you're planning on doing? What are you gonna do?
13 hula hoops at once.
Wow. Okay. Is that in like honor of Friday the 13th, or are you just pushing it just because?
It's for my birthday.
Yeah. All right. All right. Tell everybody, you know, promote the shop, and you got a shop next door now that's pretty new, and let everybody know about all that.
Yeah, come check out our shop. It's SB Body Arts in Oklahoma City. We're on 6717 North May Avenue in Oklahoma City, North Oklahoma City. We also just recently opened up Steve's Greens, the finest CBDs out there. You know, we've been talking about wanting to kind of do a wellness and health thing. You know, since I've turned 40 the last couple of years ago, I really wanted to take better care of myself, and I see a lot of my friends kind of withering away, and, you know, to be able to help them out with CBD and help them get back on their feet to start being more active. But yeah, come check us out. We just recently opened about, I think, 3 months ago, and we carry, you know, Steve's, we carry Charlotte's Web, we carry Rehab, we carry some of the best out there. So come by and check us out. We're right next door to the tattoo shop.
I gotta say, I gotta give, you know, my wife, she's had fibromyalgia for 10, 15 years, you know, and it's been hard because that, you know, that pain just doesn't really go away. And she's tried CBD, and it's, you know, it's worked. So I have to say, you know, go visit these guys, and they can help. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for you guys being on. Let me hang out and check it out. July 14th. Also, tell everybody where they can find the Captain Sideshow, like if they want to see this performance and, you know, any merch or anything like that.
We will be doing live feeds from Ripley's. Check us out on Facebook, the Captain Sideshow on Facebook, and our Captain Sideshow on Instagram. You can also go to our website, thecaptainsideshow.com, or for the tattoo shop, sbbodyarts.com. And for Steve's Greens, we're on social media too. So we're all on the good stuff, so we can always find each other. And then just come check us out. And if you guys are ever interested in a show, we always do bookings too. You can hire us. We'll do your kid's birthday. It'll be fun. I'm just kidding. But you guys have been great, man. Thank you so much, Brett, for having us.
Thank you.